Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street, that heartbreak hotel where I'll be just so lonely, baby. Well, I'm so lonely, I'll be just so lonely, I could die.
I'm Bud Kennedy. I write a column in the Star-Telegram. I'm also an Elvis fan. Today we're here at the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History to preview a new exhibit of photographs of Elvis the way he looked in 1956. That's the year he truly became the king of rock and roll. The exhibit, called Elvis at 21, features 56 photos, 40 of them large-scale prints, 3 feet wide by 4 feet tall, all black and white, shot by photographer Alfred Wertheimer, who was hired by RCA in the spring of 1956 to photograph the young singer who had just released his first #1 record, Heartbreak Hotel, that January.
The desk clerks dressed in black, well, they've been so long on the street, they'll never look back and think it's so lonely, baby. Well, they're so lonely.
Wertheimer documented Elvis on the road, backstage, in concert, in the recording studio, and at home in the house he owned before he bought Graceland. It was the only time in his career when a photographer had such unrestricted access to Elvis. The iconic photos document a remarkable period when he was so unknown that he was able to do things like sit alone at a lunch counter and not be mobbed by fans.
You know I can be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around,
Wertheimer was up close to capture a flirtatious encounter with a young woman backstage at a concert. He was in the New York City recording studio on the historic day Elvis recorded Don't Be Cruel and Hound Dog. Both sides of that record hit #1. That's the only time that's ever happened. The photographer also joined Elvis after the recording session as he traveled home to Memphis by train. He played a copy of his new record to himself as he rode the rails. Since his home wasn't near the train station, it stopped and let him off in the middle of a field, and he walked home alone. When he got home, he played his new record for his high school girlfriend. I'm here with Philip Gonzalez of the museum. Philip, tell us about this exhibit and how it came to Fort Worth.
Sure, Bud. And by the way, I'm a huge Elvis fan too. And to reiterate what you said earlier, Bud, the exhibition opens May 25th and runs through Labor Day, September 2nd. Now, this is the only time this exhibition has ever been in Texas, and this is the last chance people will get to see the exhibition. So what we're doing is we're encouraging people, if you are an Elvis fan, to make your way to the museum this summer and check it out. The photos that we have, Bud, are really some of the most iconic that have ever been taken of Elvis. Mr. Wertheimer, who's almost 90 years old, will be here at the museum this week to help us open the exhibition. And we're, again, really hoping people take this opportunity to see these photos this summer.
I understand you'll have some Elvis music in this exhibit. What's your favorite song?
Wow, that's hard to say, but I would probably go with this era, 1956, Elvis at 21, Blue Suede Shoes.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoe.
And Graceland loan you some things as well?
The museum is very fortunate to have 5 items on loan from Graceland this summer. People can come check these out along with the Elvis at 21 exhibit. We'll have a pair of Elvis's shoes. We'll have a gold Rolex watch that was presented to Elvis down in Houston when he broke the Houston Rodeo attendance record. We'll have Elvis's Army Fatigues hat that he wore while he was in Fort Hood. We'll also have one of Elvis's iconic belts that he wore during his jumpsuit days. And we'll also have a program that was given out during his performance in Dallas at the 1956 Cotton Bowl.
Elvis fans will find plenty to buy in the gift shop, right?
That's right, Bud. There's going to be all kinds of things for sale in the gift shop. But I think one of the more popular items is going to be the photo book that was of all these iconic photos that were taken by Al Wertheimer. Can somebody get me one of those? Oh, thank you.
I think this is a really fascinating photo exhibit for Elvis fans and non-fans alike. And Philip, as one Elvis fan to another, thank you. Thank you very
still
much.
can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry. It's so lonely, baby, well, they're so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die.